Welcome everybody to Extreme Off-Road Silly Bills, and today we're dealing with the 1946 Ford Super Deluxe station wagon. Now this has 1750 horsepower, 1475 pounds-feet of torque from a 7.4 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine. The car itself now weighs 3,194 pounds, has all-wheel drive, and it can now do 0 to 60 in 3.421 seconds, 0 to 100 in 5.533 seconds, and going to a top speed of 238 miles an hour. And to go with that all-wheel drive, we've got off-road tyres and off-road suspension. But despite those additions, the handling is still really woeful. As you can see, 2.7 is easily one of the lowest stats we've had for handling on this series so far. But the braking is pretty decent, the off-road capability is good, and the launch, acceleration and speed are all rather solid as well. But yeah, that handling stat is a bit worrisome, quite frankly. You combine that with the amount of weight that it's got going on, the fact that it's quite a long car with some long overhangs on it as well, and yeah, we're either going to be in for a really surprisingly quick car or a slow one, like we've had with the likes of the Morris Traveller and the Morris Mini Traveller. So yeah, hoping it's going to be quicker than those because they were right down near the bottom of the leaderboard. So hopefully this isn't as slow as those, but I guess we'll find out. So yeah, this is the most powerful engine you can put in this car. It was a slightly less powerful V8 that had about 50 horsepower thereabouts, but felt like going all in, quite frankly. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Hopefully it won't be rolling over like the Morris Traveller in the previous episode, which was surprisingly rolly. I wasn't expecting it to be so, quite frankly. So yeah, this is not the nimblest of things, as you saw there. I've just about got that checkpoint somehow. So you have to be fully aware that this is quite a long car. But hopefully the power will make up for any weight and size that this is going on. The day 1750 horsepower is only a small amount. Even cars weighing 1,000 and 2,000 pounds more than this would still be pretty quick, so this will be quick as well. Hard landing there. Dealing with the bumps and the jumps fine, it's just a lack of agility that is killing any of the speed into or out of corners, quite frankly. Very bulky car, and it's got quite a bit of understeer as well, due to the fact that it never had all-wheel drive originally, and the engine up front is far larger than what it had in stock form. Basically you have to just drift it round sharp corners, but that's the easiest way to get it around. Might not be the fastest, but it's definitely the more foolproof way of getting them around. Oh dear. Rear end getting all over the place. Down that bit, even though we were quite slow coming out of the corner, we were still able to get to that kind of speed that other vehicles can get up to, which is around 140, 150 miles an hour. So the acceleration and the high rate of speed is definitely something that's going to hopefully make up for some of this car's flaws. But not all of them, because like I said, it's quite a heavy car. It's quite a hard car to get around sharp corners. The lack of handling is definitely playing a factor in here. well, despite being quite a messy lap, we are at least quicker than the two Morrises that we've had in the series before, with 3 minutes 30.602, but we're still far from the top of the leaderboard by any means with that time. But we have beaten the likes of the Toyota Land Cruiser AT37, which is, you know, obviously a purpose-built off-road car, as well as the Sierra Cars RX3, and the Toyota Tundra TRD Pro, which are, you know, again, another off-road kind of vehicle. And yeah, far ahead of the Morris Mini Traveller. We're nearly 2 seconds quicker than that, and a good 5 or so seconds quicker than the Morris Minor Series 2 Traveller. So yeah, we're quicker than those two cars, which were also kind of like estates, station wagons or whatever. So yeah, pleased that we're ahead of those, but yeah, we're still far from the top of the leaderboard. In fact, we're not even in the top 50, with the Ferrari FXXK Evo and the Ford Bronco just being ahead of us. So yeah, but still, given all of its flaws and the size and the weight of the vehicle and the fact it's dealing with what 1,650 horsepower more than it had originally, that is still a really rather decent time. But yeah, definitely a handful to get down that course, and yeah, quite frankly, it's only really the acceleration and the punchiness of the torque that this car has with this engine that was really saving it. Because yeah, imagine if it had the slightly less powerful engine, it would have been a lot slower. So yeah, glad I went for the most powerful engine at the end of the day. But yeah, nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.